Welcome to ED638C. This is a quick tutorial that will help you navigate through this course. When you enter the course, the welcome page looks like this. In the center of the page, there is a gray box that has all the information for the first module. Each module is inside of a gray box, and if we scroll down, we can see that as the box ends, there is a dotted line. The dotted line indicates the end of the first module and the beginning of the second module. We're going to start in the first module. First thing that you want to do for the course is watch the navigation video here that we are watching right now to figure out how to get around in the course. The next thing that you want to do is click and open the instructor bio to read all about your instructor. The next thing that you'll see in the course is a syllabus. I'm going to show you how they open in Canvas. Files that open in Canvas open directly on the page, and here is your syllabus. You can go through it with your instructor. They open directly on the page. You can read it here. If you would like to download a copy for yourself, you click the download button and it downloads to the bottom left-hand corner of your page. You want to click where it downloaded, and it will open the document on your page. Then you can save it to a file on your computer. We're going to X out of that to take it off of the page, and now we're back in Goucher. From here, we have three ways to navigate through the different pages in Canvas. The first way we can navigate is to use the blue breadcrumb trail. The first thing tells us where we've started, which is our course, and the last thing tells us what page we are on. This is one way to navigate through the course. If we click on the beginning of the blue breadcrumb trail, we will go back to the beginning of our course. We just looked at the syllabus. The next thing that we're going to look at is course assignments and grades. This is a document in your course. Again, it loads right on the page. That shows the topic for each week, the chapters that you're supposed to read each week, course activities, the points, discussions, points, and assignments for the entire course. Again, you may click on the blue bar to download that if you would like to have a copy for yourself. We're going to click on the blue breadcrumb trail to go back to the beginning of the class. Here we are at the beginning. We saw the syllabus, we saw the course assignments. The next thing that you'll see is a discussion. There is a discussion each week in your course. When you click on it, they open. Your instructor has prompts and information, questions to guide you, to tell you what to do for your discussion. Make sure to follow the directions that tell you when the discussion posts are due, and make sure to post a reply later in the week. We do have the option to use the blue breadcrumb trail. We can go to the top of the page and find that blue breadcrumb trail. The other option that we have is to go to the bottom of the page, and we have the choice of clicking a next button. The next button will take us to the next item in the course. The next item in the course is a great resource for any difficulties that you're having, student resources and support services. On this page are links for technology requirements, netiquette, suggestions, IT links, computer issue links. All of these links you can click and it will take you directly to those pages. You can also click and download the student supports here. We're going to scroll to the bottom of the page, click the next button, and see the next item in the list. The next item are student tutorials in Canvas. They open right here on the page. And again, they have links that tell you what to do, or you can click here and download. We're going to scroll to the bottom of the page, click the next button to go on to the next item in the class. Here we have directions for a video reply and a discussion. We're going to click the blue breadcrumb trail to go back to the beginning of the class. So far, we've looked at all of these items, the syllabus, the course assignments, the discussion. We just looked at the student resources, the tutorials, directions for a video reply. There's also a link to click for Goucher Library and APA format help. And here is a link to click to change to change your notification settings if you're not getting email notifications and announcement notifications and discussion notifications like you'd like. You'll notice we're at the black dotted line, which means we're at the bottom of the Introductions module, and now we're in the next module, which is Assignments, Instructions, and Rubrics. Your professor has put your assignments in a nice folder here. We have a rubric for all the discussion forums. You can click and open that rubric. A rubric for course activities, you can click and open. She's also posted assignment number 1. We're going to open that and look at it for a minute. In assignment number 1, it says this assignment is available here only for your reference. We're just looking at it here, and then we click the link to see the assignment, and there is an extra page on that assignment to help us get started. I'm going to click the blue breadcrumb trail to get back to the beginning of the course. Scroll down past Module 1. We just looked at the assignments and instructions. Now we're down in week 1. Each week you'll see a Start Here section. The first thing you must do every week is to open the directions. The directions are very specific. They need to be followed in the order that is presented. You need to do everything that is in the directions. I do suggest that you download and print those directions so that you can follow along through the week. I'm going to click the next button to show you the next item in the week, which is the materials. In this folder, you will find all the materials that you'll need for the week. There are PowerPoints, articles to read, and sometimes resources. The third way to get around the course is to click the Home button, which will take you back to the beginning of the course. We have the Welcome module in the beginning, and we have the Assignments and Rubrics, then we have Week 1. We just looked at the directions for Week 1, and you need to follow those carefully. We've looked at the materials. You will also have video lectures each week. Sometimes the video lectures open by themselves, and this is going to pop up with your instructor. We're going to click on the blue breadcrumb trail to go back to the beginning of the course. Scroll down to week 1. We just looked at the video lecture number 1. There's also a PowerPoint here to read, and if you follow the directions you'll see that. Most weeks you will see a course activity. We're going to click to open that. The course activity, the instructor has written specific directions here for the course activity. There is a due date. It is not written on Canvas. They are all worth 25 points, and this is where you will submit your assignment when it is complete. Your directions say that you are to be writing a Word document and that it needs to follow these parameters. Please make sure to follow the rubric, which you can also see at the bottom of the page. I'm going to click the Next button to show you the next item in week 1. Some of the lectures will open up and ask you to click on the link to view the video clip. You click on the link and the video will begin. I'm going to click on the blue breadcrumb trail to go back to the beginning of the course. So we looked at the course 1 week activity. A little mini lecture popped up. There's all kinds of little mini lectures here. The last thing that I want to show you at the bottom of week 1 is a discussion. The discussion, the instructor has written your specific directions in your discussion. Read and follow the directions and submit your post here. Discussion posts are due Saturday. Then you go back and read your classmates, your colleagues' posts, and reply to at least 2 of those by Sunday. I'm going to click the blue breadcrumb trail, take us back to the beginning of the course. The last thing that I want to let you know is that you do need to make sure that you are following the directions each week. They will tell you exactly what to do with all of the things that you see in each week. I hope everything goes well. Good luck.